The world does not care about your suffering. It only cares whether you will be crushed by weight or become the one who crushes the adversity. You are here because you have hit rock bottom. Good, because from the ashes of your old self, we are going to build an unshakable empire. Welcome to the ritual of rebirth. This is not for the faint of heart, but for those who are ready to transform their pain into power. Look at the exhaustion in the streets. Most people are already dead inside, moving like ghosts through a life they never chose or even wanted. They wait for luck, they beg for mercy, and they cry when life hits them hard. But you are different. You are choosing a different path today. Every tear you have shed and every moment of despair has led you to this very point. This is the end of your victimhood forever. The ancient Stoics knew a secret that the modern world has forgotten. They knew that power is not given. It is forged in the fire. We are reaching back through time to reclaim the lost wisdom of emperors and slaves who mastered their minds and conquered their destinies with ease. Everything you thought you were must burn away. Let the weakness, the excuses, and the fear turn to ash so that something stronger can finally emerge. I am not here to comfort you. I am here to provide you with the 3 ruthless rules that will make you absolutely dangerous to failure. Prepare your mind for the first rule. It is the most difficult to accept, but it is the foundation of all true psychological and spiritual power. Rule number 1. Amor fati. Love your fate. Do not just endure the hardships that life throws at you. Learn to crave them and love them. Amor fati is not a weak resignation to your circumstances. It is the stance of a warrior who treats every tragedy as fuel for his fire. When life breaks your heart or takes your wealth, do not ask, "Why me?" Instead say, "Thank you for the opportunity to show my strength." To love your fate means to realize that everything that has happened was necessary for you to become the giant you are meant to be. As Epictetus taught, do not seek for things to happen the way you want, but wish for them to happen as they do happen instead. Stop fighting reality. Stop wishing for a smoother road. The rough road is what builds the suspension of your soul and makes you invincible. Take a moment right now. Pause the video and comment. I accept and I will overcome. Declare your ownership of your destiny to the world. Most people run from their pain. They hide in distractions. But a master leans into the pain, knowing it is the only way to the top. Every betrayal, every loss, and every failure is a gift. It is a lesson wrapped in a nightmare, waiting for you to unwrap its hidden power. A fire does not complain when you throw wood onto it. It consumes the wood and grows even hotter and brighter than it was before. Be the fire. Let the world throw its worst at you and use that very darkness to illuminate your path toward absolute dominance and peace. Your life is a masterpiece in progress. Even the dark strokes of the brush are essential to the final beauty of the completed work of art. Nothing is outside of your control if you control how you perceive it. Change your perspective, and you change the entire nature of your existence. Amor fati is the shield that makes you bulletproof. When you love what happens, nothing can ever truly hurt you or your spirit ever again. This is the first step toward the throne. But acceptance alone is not enough. You must prepare your vessel for the power that is coming. Rule number 2, voluntary hardship. You must be ruthless with yourself. You must torture your body and mind with discipline before life does it. The modern world wants you soft. It wants you comfortable and compliant. Comfort is a slow-acting poison that kills your ambition and your power. If you cannot master your own sleep, you will never master your destiny. If you cannot say no to a meal, you cannot lead men. Seek out the cold. Seek out the hunger. Seek out the exhaustion. By doing what you hate every single day, you become a master of self. A man who has voluntarily suffered is a man who cannot be threatened by the world. What can poverty do to someone who practices hunger? Time is your most precious resource, yet you waste it on comfort. Every second spent in ease is a second stolen from your future empire. Seneca warned us that the man who experiences voluntary hardship is the only one truly safe when the storms of life inevitably arrive at his door. Discipline is the only true freedom. Without it, you are a slave to your moods, your appetites, and the opinions of people who don't matter. Wake up at 4 a.m. when the rest of the world is dreaming. Do the work that others are too lazy or too scared to attempt. The path to power is lonely. If you are surrounded by people who encourage your comfort, you are surrounded by the enemies of your greatness. Iron sharpens iron, and your spirit is sharpened by the resistance you face. Do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength. Learn to find joy in the struggle itself. The burning in your lungs and the ache in your muscles are signs that you are alive. Every day you don't push yourself is a day you've surrendered. There are no days off when you are building a godlike version of yourself. When you have conquered your own body, you have conquered the world. Nothing can touch a man who is his own harshest taskmaster and judge. Now you are ready for the final rule. This is where you take your broken pieces and turn them into your most lethal weapon. Rule number 3, transmutation. Adversity is not here to destroy you. It is here to peel away the layers of who you are not. Look at the art of kintsugi. The Japanese repair broken pottery with gold, making the piece more valuable and beautiful precisely because it was broken. Your soul is no different. Every scar you carry is a potential source of power if you have the courage to fill it with wisdom. Think of your greatest failure, the moment you felt the most humiliated. That moment is the raw material for your greatest victory in the future. The strongest people are not those who never fell. They are those who use the very bricks thrown at them to build their throne. Transmutation is the alchemy of the spirit. It is taking the lead of your trauma and turning it into the pure gold of your character. You no longer see obstacles. You see opportunities. You no longer see enemies. You see trainers who are testing your patience and your resolve. The higher you climb, the more you realize that the wind that tried to blow you down is the same wind that lifts you higher. Your spirit is being tempered. The heat was necessary. The cooling was necessary. Every part of the process was designed to make you sharp. Your past is not a prison, it is a training ground. Stop looking at your wounds with pity and start looking at them with pride. You are the author of your own transformation. You decide what your story means. You decide if the ending is a tragedy or an epic. The world loves a comeback story, but you aren't just coming back. You are arriving as a version of yourself that the world cannot recognize. The struggle you are in today is developing the strength you need for tomorrow. Trust the process of your own painful but necessary growth. Take all that anger, all that pain, and all that rejection. Channel it into a single point of focus and use it to build your empire. Now that you have the rules, you need a plan. Knowledge without action is just a sophisticated way of remaining a victim. Let's begin. This is the 14-day roadmap for the warrior. This is not for the dreamer. This is for the man who is ready to kill his old self. For the first 7 days, you will execute a total dopamine detox. No social media, no cheap pleasures, no distractions. You must face the silence. Cold showers every morning. 2 hours of deep work before anyone else is awake. You are reclaiming the territory of your mind from the parasites. The second week is for action. Identify your biggest fear and walk directly toward it. Have the difficult conversation. Apply for the impossible job. You will practice poverty by eating only basic food. You will practice discipline by working until your fingers ache. You will find your limit. Every step you take in these 14 days is a nail in the coffin of the person you used to be. Do not stop. Do not blink. Write this roadmap down. If you are truly committed to this transformation, comment "Challenge accepted" and find an accountability partner in the comments below. You are not alone in this struggle. There is an army of men and women reclaiming their power alongside you. Feel their strength in your blood. The first few days will be the hardest. Your brain will scream for the old comforts. It will tell you that you are not strong enough. Ignore the lies of your old self. That version of you is dying, and it will do anything to survive. Let it die. Do not provide oxygen. By day 14, you will look in the mirror, and you will not recognize the person looking back. That is the goal. That is the victory. Transformation is a habit, not an event. These 14 days are just the beginning of your new life as a master of your own fate. Take the first step now. Not tomorrow. Not after you finish this video. Now, the clock of your life is ticking toward its inevitable end. You have been forged in the darkness. You have been reborn through your own will. The fire has done its work, and you are now steel. The ashes of your yesterday are the foundation of your tomorrow. Never look back with regret. Only look forward with the eyes of a conqueror. Go out there and show the world the face of a person who cannot be defeated. Show them what happens when a human being chooses power. The rules are in your mind. The strength is in your heart. The future is in your hands. Do not waste a single breath of it. I am the author of my own transformation. I am the master of my own destiny. I am the fire that consumes all the obstacles. The ritual is complete. Now the real work begins. Go forth and conquer everything that once dared to stand in your way. End of message.